Now, the law of indices we've known earlier on, we are going to be applying it in some questions. First of all, let's look at the question that we have on the board. Simplify the following. We have 5 raised to the power of 3 multiplied by 5 raised to the power of 4. In law of indices, when we have the base to be the same thing, we should all know what the base is now because we've already explained that in the class. So when we have the base to be the same, the powers are to be added if multiplication sign is found in between the bases. So we pick one of the bases, which is 5, then the power are going to be 3 plus 4. Now, 5 3 plus 4 is going to give 7. Now look how simple it looks like. Very, very simple, right? Now, number 2. If we have 3 raised to the power of 9 divided by 3 raised to the power of 4. Now look at it. The base are the same. So it can easily be written as 3 raised to the power of 9 minus 4. Remember, if division is found in between the bases and they are the same, we are going to subtract the power. And 9 minus 4 should give 5. So we have 3 raised to the power of 5 for this. Now the third one that we have here is if we have in brackets 5 raised to the power of 3 into another 2. Now let's look at this. If you remember the law 3, anytime you have something like this, the powers are to be multiplied. That's going to be 5 into 3 multiplied by 2. Now 3 multiplied by 2 will give us 6. So we have it to be 5 raised to the power of 6. Now let's move on. Please, before we proceed in this class, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly please subscribe to my YouTube channel at J Maths and Science. J_Maths_Science. Thank you. Now let's move on. Here we have 2 raised to the power of 3 divided by 2 raised to the power of 3. When solving maths question and you come across this of the same base and of the same power, the answer is automatically 1. So let's do it that. We are going to pick one of the base. Since it's division, we have 3 minus 3. And that's going to be 2 raised to the power of 0. 3 minus 3 gives us 0. And anything raised to the power of 0 in indices is 1. So we have it to be 1. So let's move to the fifth one. We have it to be 6 raised to the power of minus 3. If you can still remember, I told you that anytime you come across this, a negative, like a base raised to the power of a negative number, that's going to be 1 over. Then the 6 is going to be raised to the power of this. So we have it to be 6 raised to the power of 3. Now look at this minus is the one that is written as 1 over. Then this 6 raised to the power of positive now, it should be negative. And what do we have? 1 over 6 raised to the power of 3 means 6 times 6 times 6. It's not the same thing with 6 times 3, which is 18. No, it means 6 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 6. In that case, we have 216. So the sixth one is if we have it to be 2 over 5 raised to the power of 0. In indices, I told you already, anything raised to the power of 0, either an alphabet or number, it is always 1. So for this, we have it to be 1. Please take note of that. Now, we have example 7 here. And we have the question to be 6 raised to the power of 2 multiplied by 3 raised to the power of 0 multiplied by 6 raised to the power of negative 3 over 5 raised to the power of 3 divided by 5 raised to the power of 6. Now, let's simplify this question that we have on the board. 6 raised to the power of 2, 3 raised to the power of 0 multiplied by 6 raised to the power of a negative minus 3, all divided by 5 raised to the power of 3 divided by 5 raised to the power of 6. How do we go about this kind of question? Solution. The first thing is to simplify this, which is the numerator. We have it to be 6 raised to the power of 2. And I told you anything raised to the power of 0 already is 1. So we have it multiplied by 1, multiplied by 6 raised to the power of minus 3 over 5 raised to the power of 3 divided by 5 raised to the power of 6. Now 6 raised to the power of 2 multiplied by 1 will give us 6 raised to the power of 2. So we can rewrite it as 6 raised to the power of 2 multiplied by 6 raised to the power of minus 3, because it has already multiplied with 1 here. Now we have it to be divided by 5 raised to the power of 3 divided by 5 raised to the power of 6. Now we are going to apply the first and the second law. The first law says that when multiplication is found in between two base that are the same thing, the powers are to be added. That's going to be 6. We'll pick one of it, which is 6 raised to the power of 2 plus into bracket minus 3. Now you'll be wondering, what am I doing? Now look at this minus 3 basics. Is to be added, this is the plus and this 2. Okay, so we have it to be divided by 5 raised to the power of, they are of the same base, but division is found between. You know how we do it? That's going to be subtraction, which is 3 minus 6. Not 6 minus 3. You start from here, 3 minus 6. Now this can be written as 6 raised to the power of plus times minus will give us minus. Please, plus times minus will always give minus. So we have it to be 2 minus 3 divided by 5 raised to the power of 3 minus 6. Now 2 minus 3 is minus 1. It's 3 minus 2 that is 1. But 2 minus 3 will give us minus 1. So we have this to be 6 raised to the power of minus 1 over 5 raised to the power of 3 minus 6. 3 minus 6 will give us minus 3. So we have it to be 5 raised to the power of minus 3. Now let me quickly go over it. In this one, plus times minus, that's what gives us minus. Okay, that's why you say we just simplify this now. Then 2 minus 3 gives minus 1, not 1. Please note that. Then 3 minus 6 gives minus 3, not 3. It's 6 minus 3 that gives 3. Now we can write our question in more simpler way. So we are going to have, for this, I told you that we can rewrite it to be, this division can become this, then this 5 can become this, minus 3. They are not of the same thing, so we can't do anything, either taking one of the base. So anytime we have this, if you can still remember what I explained to you here, we are going to write it as 1 over 6 raised to the power of 1. That's this one here. This minus is the one that's 1 over. Then you have it to be divided by, this one can be written as 1 over 5 raised to the power of 3. Okay, when division sign is found in between two fractions in indices, what you do is that the division sign is going to become a multiplication sign. Then the right hand side of the fraction will switch their position. But before that, let's quickly simplify this. 1 over 6 is written as 1 over 6 raised to the power of 1 is written as 1 over 6 divided by 1 over, what is 5 raised to the power of 3? 5 raised to the power of 3 is not the same thing with 5 times 3. 5 raised to the power of 3 is 5 times 5 times 5. 5 times 5 gives 25. Then 25 times 5 gives 1, 2, 5. So we have it to be 1, 2, 5. Permit me to use this place to complete my work. Now when division sign is found in between two fractions, the right hand side of the fraction change its position, then the division sign changes to multiplication. So we are going to have it now to be 1 over 6 multiplied by, remember this one is switching its position, the denominator will go to the numerator will come down to the denominator. So we have it to be 125 over 1. Now we have to multiply 1 times 125, we have it to be 125. Then 6 times 1, we have it to be 6. In most cases, most people are going to just leave their answer in such way without finding the mixed fraction of it. But you can go ahead and find the mixed fraction if in your option that's what you have. So now we are going to be moving to another question. I won't say complex, everything is simple. So just sit and watch.